Hello everybody and welcome back to the final round. This is what it comes down to. This is our players are at 9-3 and they are looking for this final win of the day to go into bed with a really good feeling, knowing that they did great and preparing themselves for day 2. And yeah, we will be featuring Gabor von Menen again. We've had him on stream earlier with his Dragon Pool Crushing Hammer deck. He's been doing really well, put up an impressive comeback against Baby Blacephalon. And yeah, he continued his winning streak afterwards, being at a 9-3 record now and already securing him a spot in day 2. And yeah, if last round going to 10-3, this means that he also for day 2. And since he already has about 22 Limitless points, I think that would put him in an amazing position to also get himself a spot in our. He's doing really well. And yeah, we will see him against Koji Morimoto from Jamaica, I believe. Yeah, I don't think we have his flag, so he's there without a flag. But keep it in mind. And yeah, I'm really excited to see this final round. And after this game, we will also be able to bring you another round from another pool. So maybe we will even have a winner in this round.
Yeah, I'm also super hyped. You know, this win or this game would means a lot. I think if you give yourself the room for error in day 2, if you have to go 7-0, of course it's going to be way harder than just going 6-1, which is already super hard, but at least you can afford to drop one game. So starting off with the strong day 1 is super important to make it far into day 2, and Gabor of course wants to secure this top 32 spot or top 16 spot, even to give himself the best chance possible to get into the Invitational. I believe he already bubbled once, so yeah, the tiebreaker is based on how many times you bubble. That will give you a better chance to make it into the Invitational. So already having bubbled out of top 32 once is also not too bad. So yeah, and he's playing Dragapult, of course, you said it, and he's up against a deck that we haven't seen a whole bunch of. It's Mewtwo with a bunch of Pokemon GX and the Rainbow Bills.
Yeah, it's a really strong. Ilya Kornilov from Russia is also piloting it, and he's been at an amazing record. Last I heard, he was at 9-1, so certainly a very powerful deck. And yeah, it's been really good. And of course, Mewtwo in general is weak to Dragapult and also suffers from energy removal. But those players are opting to include Darkness Pokemon as Zoroark Greninja tag team on the bench, where already getting ready to take knockouts on Dragapult going forward from next turn onwards. So yeah, those will be really hard to deal with for Gabor, and we will see how well he does. However, he does have so and yeah, the amount of Giratina to get in this game might be the biggest game decider here.
Yeah, also Gabor's playing Power Plant to shut off the Mewtwo. From time to time that can be useful. But of course, having that Zoroark Greninja that can attack when the Power Plant is in play is going to be really important in this scenario. And there we already see Giratina being used a bunch of times, discarding the energy of the active, the weakness guard energy, really important right there. And the money to follow it up, plus the Max Phantom with the damage counter from the Zigzagoon to get the knockout right here. So super strong start from Gabor.
Koji already pretty much ready to respond to it. He does 150 right now with his Zoroark Greninja, so if he has one more energy, he will be able to take a knockout on the Dragapult to respawn it, and this is looking like it might be a really speedy game between those two decks.
Yeah, turns out if both players are trading 3-price Pokemon for every other turn, the game is over rather quickly, and it does not become a whole bunch of a grind. And of course, the Indeedee is another super important tech card, as we see the last energy coming down right there. So this will be enough for a knockout. Indeedee being able to heal off 20 damage can sometimes just make a world of difference, and yeah, make it super hard for the Dragapult to close in on the knockouts. Of course, you will be taking the damage from the horror energy, but you don't mind that too much. You are in such a great spot right here, and every Dragapult that will come up from now on will get one shot, and it won't have, like, Gabor won't really have an option to one shot the Dragapult back, the Zora Greninja back, because Dragapult just doesn't do enough damage. But he has a research to refuel his hand, maybe looking for some more scoop up nets.
Exactly the card that he needs. Just getting like 2 scoop up nets off would be already really good. Of course, Koji only has a limited amount of energies, and Crushing Hammer amazing as well in this matchup. So Gabor's build is probably the strongest because he has this Giratina. And yeah, it's really just, this game is really a very, very fast pace, and it's just a matter of the Mewtwo player will win pretty quickly, and the question is just if the Dragapult player has a sufficient amount of energies before stormed by 4 teams.
Yeah, we see the retreat here, just taking a turn off to refuel your board. And yeah, not really a whole bunch got off the Professor Research, just a bunch of Pokemon and supporters. And yeah, the Crushing Hammer, of course, was heads. And there's the boss's order. So
the boss's order, yeah. Huge for sure. Taking out this Dragapult V, putting Koji at a single prize card with his almost a ninja, and yeah. If Gabor doesn't manage to get a lot of Crushing Hammers and a lot of Giratinas this turn, it might already be over.
Yeah, he also would need something like a reset stamp to like give himself the option to rebuild a little bit at least. Like he would need so much this turn. So let's see if he is able to get it. He's only playing 1 Dedenne, so that is already on the board. So that won't be an option to extend further. There's another Crushing Hammer heads. I believe he's at 5 out of 5 so far on stream. I think I counted that correctly. So yeah, pretty good. Scoop up net as well. Coming down, and I would like I would be interested in seeing how many energies actually there are left. Also, the power plant being in play stops another Dedenne from coming down right now. And there's another Crushing Hammer. So can he do it again? Is the question.
Yeah, that big. And if he hits that as well, and the Zoro Ninja from attacking.
Yeah.
So that would be huge, since of course Koji doesn't have any energy acceleration anymore. His deck is built around using that Soul Burst from Solgaleo on turn 1, and afterwards he just has to take his prizes with the energies he got. And he won't get any back, unlike Welder or Malama versions of. So yeah, as I said earlier, this is a race of pace, and Gabor might have been just a little bit too slow here, because if Koji just gets away, he will be able to deal 150 damage and take the knockout on this Dragapult. I guess with the Dynamite stall another turn actually, so yeah, the death from Gabor here.
Yeah, there's a reset stamp to 1, so yeah, if Gabor wants to have a chance to win it, it's right here, going down to 0 cards as well. Then taking 150 damage, that's not enough for a knockout, so yeah, maybe Gabor can find another supporter of a Stellar Wish, for example, and dig deeper, maybe reuse the Giratina once more, and prevent his opponent from drawing any cards at all. That would be the only way to victory that I can see. Of course, Dragapult VMAX is going to come down here. 1 Scoop Up Net and 1 Crushing Hammer remaining. But of course, first of all, the Stellar Wish needs to hit something. There's a Mani, but you don't want to play decision. It.
Yeah. For Scoop Up Net of a I guess with Scoop Up Net is safer, just getting rid of that energy. That Koji doesn't have anything right now anyways.
Yeah, I think if your opponent is at 0 cards, removing the energy here seems like a good play, because there are 4 energy in play, there are 4 energy in the discard pile, and the Mewtwo build does only play 12 energy in total, so
yep.
It will,
and only 9 of those are darkness, so yeah.
Yes, and only the darkness energy count towards the Yeah.
Yeah, with Zoro Ninja.
the
So
Zoro
yeah,
Ninja.
quite a lot of those are gone already.
Primate Wisdom again. Great Catcher is not too good right here. And yeah, now Gabor just he didn't play the scoop up net, decided to go for Mani. Maybe he thought he already he didn't retreat. Like he if he could retreat into the Dragapult, I think it would have been able to tank a hit right there. Because Zoro Ninja was only dealing 300 damage with weakness, and it would be able to tank a hit and go for Shred with 60 and maybe finish the game on the following turn. But of course, Gabor already retreated into the Jirachi, and the Jirachi did not hit the research that Gabor wanted. There was only one left in the deck, so the chances were quite small in the very end. So, yeah, I mean, the Zoro Ninja seems like the tech to beat Dragapult, and I think it's super, super good.
Yes.
It showed to be really efficient right here.
Yeah, I've seen players earlier in the format trying to combat this matchup with Tyranitar Sableye tag team. But that, of course, needs 5 energy out and is therefore much more vulnerable to energy disruption and harder to keep attacking streaming. And Zoro Ninja just seems like a really good choice. Being able to just consistently take those one-shots and pressuring Grubble. I'm not sure if taking the Mani in the end game was the right decision. If he had just gone for, he probably would have won him at least 1 or 2 turns.
Yeah,
Maybe find his research.
Yeah, I think the scoop up net would have been the correct choice, because then you prevent your opponent. Like, if your opponent doesn't top deck like exactly research or energy, then you're basically good for another turn, and the chances of that happening were not the best. Of course, they were there, but not the best. So I think just taking the scoop up net and removing the other energy from the active Pokemon would have been a really fine play right there. And then you can maybe close out the game on the following turn, or maybe remove more energy from play.
Yeah, I think Gabor was a bit greedy. Probably wanted the energy remove and the attack, and he thought that worst get on the Dragapult can tank a hit. And yeah, he probably just thought that he can't get rid of all the energies, so he has to get rid of the energies through attacking and taking the knockout. So with just hammers and scoop up net, you couldn't have gone all the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he was willing to take that gamble with the Mani, but knowing that he didn't have that many outs anymore, and his deck was not that small, I think he had about 20 cards left. I think I would have preferred him to go for the scoop up net, especially since then he could have just digged for something like the research with Jirachi on the next turn. Anyways, pretty exciting game, of course, extremely fast-paced, but I think still interesting.
For sure.
Both decks hitting each other for weakness and taking big knockouts very easily make for very exciting games, I guess. But yeah, that's it for this for this match, but not for this round. We have another game from this round coming up from another pool that's a bit behind. So we will go to a break for about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, maybe more. And we will be back with either Offenkammermann, if when he is in a win and in situation. So we will show him if that's the case. Otherwise, we will show you John Palmer, who has been at 8-3. So he will either be in a win and in situation, or he will be at 9-3 after this round. Anyways, don't go anywhere and stay tuned.
See you.